Good afternoon and morning or evening, wherever you're watching this from, folks. There's a lot to talk about. I know this is really difficult to talk about for some people, especially the ones that live in Franklin Township in Columbus, Ohio. But I get it. You don't want to raise taxes, I get that. And I was with someone not a while back ago who said, "Oh, it's Republicans who voted it down." Where's your evidence? Where's your proof? How can you prove it was all Republicans who voted it down? I'm a Republican, and I'm all for voting for fire levies. I'm all for public safety, regardless who it is. You know what it is? It's your wasteful spending that cost you. When you failed the first time back in 2014, what did you do? You went and hired new full-timers that cost you more money, that really had no business doing that. Then you went and got yourself a brand new fire engine that was worth probably over $500,000 that you had no business doing. Then you went and got yourself another brand new, I don't know what your price of your fire engine was worth, honestly. I'm sure it was probably at least $1 million or so dollars. Considering what it is, it's a Rosenbauer, but I don't know exactly. Then you got yourself two brand new medics, and I don't know how much they'd be worth. Probably as much as almost over something that isn't even worth buying. That is unaffordable for the average American. But still, that is what throws people off and what makes people want to vote you down. Because you go out and buy money when you just failed a levy. When you say, hey, we failed a levy, we can't afford things, but yet you go out and buy things that you claim you can't afford to buy, yet you go out and buy the stuff that is unaffordable. That's what turns people down. If you fail to levy, don't buy things that is unaffordable. That's what turns people away. This goes for all fire departments, or police departments, or anybody that fails. Don't go out and buy things you can't afford, that you claim you can't afford. I don't know how difficult this is to say. I've seen fire departments that fail, and they don't go out and buy one. And why don't they go out and buy one? Because that's how they help themselves and actually keep the department running. Because they make more money that way. They don't go out and buy because they don't want to fail. They don't want to say, "Oh, we're really running low on funds and everything else." It's called, we go back to the old way. We don't buy anything. That's where you failed. You didn't fail. It's called, they didn't fail you. You failed them by buying stuff when you shouldn't have bought them. You threw this false sense of security out there to them where they thought, oh, they got all this money, now they got all this brand new equipment, so now let's just go out and buy, so now let's just throw out this to the voters saying, oh, we're running short on money. Well, you dug your grave by saying we're all short of money when we bought all this brand new equipment. Well, there you have it. You lost the people, now you got nothing. And now I'm kind of throwing doubt out there that it'll pass in November because you did it then. Now, I hope it passes. Don't get me wrong. I sure hope your levy passes in November. I really do hope it passes. But the future of your fire department looks very slim. I just hope you pass, and I hope you keep it going. Now, granted, several years ago, Greenfield Township, their levy failed. Same with West Licking, who failed just last year. Failed earlier this year, but they managed to pass it the last time. But granted, they failed on certain circumstances, but somehow they managed to keep it going. You can't prove that it was just Republicans who did it. You gotta prove it was also you gotta prove otherwise. It's not just one party that did it. It's both parties. And what proof do you have that it was registered Republicans?